I decided to work in healthcare mostly due to the fact that both of my parents at one point were extremely ill and sick. And I remember, quite frankly, just feeling a little bit lost throughout that process and feeling like as if though the provider really wasn't able to give us a lot of feedback as far as what was going on. And it was at that point I decided that, one day I want to be that change agent. So therefore, the next person behind me won't necessarily have that same feeling, and I can actually be the type of provider that a patient will look forward to having. My favorite thing about working in healthcare is connecting with patients and building those relationships with others, and just basically kind of get to know other people as I go about my day-to-day, and being able to be a positive interaction with those, especially when they come into the hospital or the clinic. Typically they come in at their worst, so being able to be in a position to be that bright spot and also help them at the same time, I think is definitely one of the greatest things about being in my profession. My greatest strength as a healthcare provider, I will say, is definitely my ability to not get too anxious about most situations. I've worked in a lot of different scenarios and areas, and so my biggest strength is being able to stay calm, especially in most hectic situations, and make the best of it and make sure we come out with great patient outcomes. I think the most important thing about establishing a relationship with your healthcare provider is definitely the trust factor. Without establishing that particular relationship with a patient and establishing that trust, it makes it difficult for that provider to actually connect with the patient. So it's about establishing trust and also getting into connection with people. So therefore, when something comes up, they have questions, they'll feel comfortable talking to you about those things. And when you have certain things you would like to implement, they'll be much more inclined to listen to you. So definitely building those connections and building that trust. The activities I'm most interested in outside of work, I enjoy, if I can, a little bit of weightlifting. Definitely love grilling as well as hunting, and enjoying my wife and kids at home, and being a family guy.